a place of wonder, a glimpse into the heart of the sea. With around 3,000 animals, everyone is bound to find a favorite. Working at the establishment for over 15 years, floor supervisor Msama Seko first saw what the ocean held when he arrived for a job interview. It took him 4 years to warm up to the ragged-toothed sharks and to brave the waters to swim with them. Now it's one of the highlights of his career.
When I first arrived, when I saw people going in, I was like, are they crazy? And then after a while, like, that looks interesting, so I should do it. And then, so I actually did it first time, and then I couldn't believe myself that I did it, and I had to do it the second time around.
As an institution of education, outreach programs to children and schools are a firm favorite among staff.
That moment when I have placed a little starfish in a child's hand and seen that expression, and I'm trying to say this without crying, and see that expression, and every time I tag along on outreach and I do that, the moment is different but heart-wrenching. And I know that I can see that child's now thinking, I can be a difference, and that's why education's important.
Without its 90 employees and volunteers, the aquarium would not be the facility it is today.
We've got a very low staff turnover, which really means that once you get here, you don't want to leave. And I think it comes down to being a purpose-driven organization. We know that what we do here makes a real difference, and we can see that difference in the world, and we can see it on the faces of our visitors. And it's just so gratifying. There really is no other job like it.
Some staff members have spent most of their adult lives working at the facility. Starting off as a volunteer, the Media and Communications Executive, Renee Leuner, says its passion, guarding, teaching and expanding knowledge about the oceans keeps her in her job. She was here when its most famous resident, Yoshi the loggerhead turtle, arrived more than 20 years ago. Yoshi was released in December of 2017. Her freedom was astonishing, as she became the first turtle in the world that was released successfully after 2 decades of captivity. For Leuner, this is one of the facility's greatest highlights.
Her satellite tag lasted for 2.5 years, where they normally only last for like 18 months, the battery. So everything worked in favor of what Yoshi was meant to do. Yoshi's in Australia. She's in an area where there are lots of loggerhead turtles, so she knew exactly where she wanted to go. She is a groundbreaker for turtles to come.
Since opening its doors on 13 November 1995, the aquarium was only closed for a single day. Then, COVID-19 arrived in South Africa. For the first time ever, the aquarium was off limits to the public for more than 5 months. It was dealt a heavy blow, not only because of a loss of income, but also because spreading the message about the critical role the oceans play is vital.
This is the only place for most people that they can actually come close to see these animals, because not everyone is a diver or a marine biologist or this and that, but yes, this is the window of the ocean basically. Based on my job, part of it is actually to educate the members of the public as to actually know how important the ocean is and what you actually get from it, how important to look after it.
The aquarium won Most Sustainable Attraction in Africa at the World Travel Awards in 2019. This year, it launched the non-profit Two Oceans Aquarium Foundation to take its message and work further. And for its dedicated staff, it's a lifelong commitment.
The moments of awe never ceases. It's there every day, and it doesn't get any less. It gets better and more exciting. And I always say, working at this aquarium and being here for 25 years, it's not a salary, it's a heart condition. That's why I'm still here.
Happy birthday to Oceans Aquarium. Here's to the next 25 years of conservation, education and magic. Mariska Botha, SABC News, Cape Town.